Hey everyone, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Warramai First Nations people. A huge welcome to you, your guides. Yes, your guides are there. My guides in the universal energies. I'm just connecting us all together on a spiritual and light energy platform, and also acknowledging the First Nations tribe on which these videos are made as well, which the Warramai people. And it does happen a lot in Australia that we do acknowledge the traditional owners of the lands that we are on. Okay, using my trip and weight, doing a lot of tripping weight today because the boys have said it's a light and fluffy day, which I'm sure if you're in the US it doesn't feel light and fluffy, but it is. From afar, it's almost feeling like a burgeoning on ridiculous things that I'm reading on today. So what I'm going to have a look at right now is the bill that was introduced in Florida to eliminate the Democratic Party. Like, what? I don't know if it's progressed. I saw this a couple of days ago. I don't know what's come out of it. I'm just going to have a look. If you haven't seen it, have a look at the Jon Stewart interview. It's a couple of minutes, or you can look at the whole thing, which is about 7 minutes of that particular segment, where he absolutely annihilated Nathan Dahm, a GOP politician who was trying to push the, and I will read on it in a moment, the ban on the drag queens. If you haven't seen it, have a look at that video. Absolutely owned him, and boy, I wish all the journalists would hold the politicians to account like Jon Stewart did. Okay, what I'm going to have a look at, the evil energy, the offering, the disappointment in what is on offer, and the toxicity. Okay, let's have a look. I'll do the drag queens in the next video. I'm going to have a look at the Florida bill that has been was put forward to ban harsh truth coming for these guys. And Jon Stewart put the truth out there as well. And what I really wish is that every time a GOP or someone of that nature put out the term woke, said it, a journalist would immediately pick it up and say, please define what you mean by woke, because they have no idea. Well, yeah, to them it's a slander word, but to us who are woke, who are progressive, it's a compliment. Okay, the Florida bill to eliminate the Democratic Party. Yeah, it's going to be lost for them, but we'll just, for a bit of fun, we'll have a look how it's going to go. So what do we got? Show me guys. The Republican bill in Florida to ban the Democratic Party. Oh, seriously, spend this time actually doing good for your constituents. Okay, here we have the voters. 10 of Cups, it's my card for the voters. Voters, families, but yeah, it's the voters, it's the constituents. Challenged by the legislators, so the voters are having themselves challenged by the legislators in Florida at the moment. It's a feminine energy. I don't know if there's a female that's actually bringing this bill forward or not, but it's not as strong as the King of Wands, but it is, yeah, it's the legislators. Okay, the base of the reading, the Page of Swords. The truth is getting out there in minute amounts, but it's also, this is the whistleblower. But this page has a lot of energy for it, and if you look, got the wings, the butterfly wings of transformation. So regardless of what these legislators, these old white men energy legislators are wanting to dictate, we have the transformative youth here, bringing forward the sword of truth at the foundation. So it is energy that these are ignoring, those that bring these ridiculous bills are ignoring, but this is the future, and it is the foundation of this reading. Okay, in the past, the patriarchal, not surprised, the patriarchal, my way or the highway, aggressive masculine energy, the emperor in the past, but it is the past. Okay, here's the government themselves, so here's the legislator, here's the authorities. This is the energies over this entire reading is the actual governmental system, not the legislators themselves, the actual governmental system. Immediate future, now remember I'm talking about on the GOP bringing a bill forward to try and eliminate the Democratic Party. Oh man, flash, flash, flash. The immediate future, no, it's not going to succeed. It's going to go down in, well, I was going to say a blaze of flames, but it's actually not even that. It's cold, calculated clarity and intellect and wisdom that is going, and truth that is going to bring it down. So you've also here got the youth with their clarity as well. So no, it's not going to succeed. Never thought it would, but anyhow, let's have a look. Externally, here we have the three of Pentacles, very much my dark money card. You've got the youth working on the statue itself, creating, making, being dictated to by the older moneyed, telling the youth what to do, while the older moneyed with the plan are receiving the money itself for this item that the youth are creating. So it's my dark money card, basically. Okay, internally, so externally it's about, yeah, there's money, there's dark money changing hands in regards to this, and internally, no, it's not going to get through. Eight of Swords, it's going to be restricted. Not surprised at all. Hopes and fears, is just the lies, the endless lies being exposed. Thank you. The lies being exposed. Okay, the outcome. Yeah. As soon as I put this card down, Two of Pentacles, it's about juggling the money, and what I'm really getting is that the GOP on the state level are juggling their overlords, their financial overlords, trying to appease them at the same time that they're trying to not get themselves in a big pickle. And it is about what ship to bring in, trying to choose what ship to bring in as they are taking the money, but thank you, the boys are just telling me, taking the money but unable to fulfill what was promised. Okay, going to get stopped, suspended. Here we have the wealthy independence, the moneyed. Is there a moneyed? Who's that? Oh, now there is. I can never remember her name, who it is. Pops up all the time with Florida. Wealthy is at the pubics, which makes me laugh because it I mean, pubic. I just like, seriously, change the name of that. It just catches me every time. Heiress, behind the scenes perhaps. Three of Swords, loss, disappointment, but the all-seeing eye as well. It's going to be seen. The truth being packed up and moved towards a new horizon. We have the burden of the messaging. It's an ending for the burden of the messaging. I do love on the base, we've got Temperance and we've got the Star card. So this is even more exposing the idiocy, the financial corruption, the goings on, the lies of what is going on in the Florida state level, and it is going to be a factor in bringing the GOP back to a more moderate and democratic party. Not straight away. I'm going to ask a question. You guys want me just to ask, because it's a shenanigans, this bill, and it's going to be scorned at, is what I'm getting. Interesting choice word, guys. Okay, can I ask a question, please? They're ready for me to ask the question before I even said, can I ask a question? Round and round. Are these ploys going to direct Florida more towards being a purple state? Sort of. Okay, can I ask a question, please? Are these ploys going to turn off Republican voters? And that's a definite yes. Definite yes. The exposure of these types of shenanigans, are they going to bring the Republicans back towards a more moderate party? Are these shenanigans going to bring the Republicans back to it? Yeah, and that's a yes. Small yes, so it's going to take quite a while. Turning the Titanic is going to take quite a while, but this sort of shenanigans is going to turn off the Republican voters and bring it back towards more moderate. Now, a little word on that. An effective government needs an effective opposition. Now, an effective opposition isn't an opposition that just stands there and goes, we're not voting for anything, or just bringing these sorts of ridiculous bills forward. An effective opposition is one that says to the government, you want to bring forward this policy, tell us why it is best for our constituents. A good government needs an effective opposition, and at the moment the Republican Party isn't an effective opposition because, look, to be honest, it keeps losing. It is every bit by bit it's becoming more and more opposition, and it's going to need to come back towards the more moderate to push the Democratic Party to be better. Okay, thank you for joining me. Yeah, it was just one of those throwaway readings. Love to you all. Take care. Bye-bye.